Hey folks, I'm back. I'm doing some testing now, audio only, no webcam, because I think really just a shot of someone with the headphones on is kind of boring after a while. Well, at least it says there's no webcam. I don't know. I guess we'll find out soon enough. So anyway, what happened was I had some Skypeage going and it was working quite well, but then my audio card started screwing over, and I think it's just because of the MacBook and the fact that I had such a ridiculous mess to get the whole thing working. So now I'm on my iMac and I've got Skype, my mic, and some music all separately channeled in Ableton Live. So we'll see how this goes. I might try jumping on Skype at some time soon. This is the Aragon mix by Dainumo, Dustin Goodwin in Pittsburgh.
Good men North Our Road. Mighty work, I was 2,000 good men North Our Road. Mighty work, I was 2,000 good men North Our Road. Mighty work, I was 2,000 good men North Our Road.
That was the Aragon mix by Dainumo, aka Dustin Goodwin, over in St. Louis. I believe he's going to be moving out to Pittsburgh at some point in the near future. This is a track called Dumbo Mania by Forbidden Disco. track is Dumbo Mania by Forbidden Disco. If you're just joining us, folks, we were doing some test Skypeage a while ago where I would chat with someone on Skype over live stream, and it was working beautifully, and then my sound card screwed itself. So now I'm trying to do something on my iMac very soon. I've got a different setup now. Let's listen to another Forbidden Disco track. This one's called Suave de la Casablanca. It's a work in progress. Just occurs to me actually that I'm streaming in mono, so I might stop a bit later and change things over to stereo. Lovely. That was Suave de la Casablanca by Forbidden Disco. I really love some Forbidden Disco stuff. He's really doing well. What have we got? Who have we got? So I think Bunny asked in the public chat a short while ago, what software was I using to do the PS3 streaming? Well, I was actually using a Firewire 800 capture card. So I was going out of the PS3 via S-Video, and then that went into the Canopus capture card, and then that went via Firewire into the MacBook, and then I was selecting that device in Procaster for live stream. The problem with it was that because you're going through a capture card, there's a ton of processing going on, and so there was a big latency between using buttons on my gamepad and then actually seeing that action on screen. So that was a huge you can't play like that with a 1 second delay. It just doesn't work out. This is called Beautiful Comedy. It's a remix of Whose Line Is It Anyway? And it's by Homestar Runatron on YouTube. That's a remix of Whose Line Is It Anyway, of all things. It was called Beautiful Comedy by Homestar Ronatron. Actually, you know what? Before I continue playing any tracks, I'm going to switch the stream over to stereo because I just did Sky a huge disservice by streaming that in mono. I can imagine it didn't sound nearly as good. So what I'll do, folks, is I'm going to hit the stop button on here so that I can go back into my settings, and I'll be back in stereo sound shortly. Hey folks, back again. You should have this music should be coming through in stereo now, hopefully. This is a mega mix by Jorka. It's called Bass Buckle. There we go. That was a mega mix of my tracks by Jorka. He calls it Bass Buckle. This is a track called 8-Bit Jam. It's by Jish. go. That's a track called 8-Bit Jam. It's by Geesh. Stick around, folks, because we might have a little surprise for you. I might have Dusty on the other line to have a chat with us shortly about his works in progress and just all sorts of goodness. So stick around. I might have him on soon. This is a short track by Geesh called Tertulia, Work in Progress. I say short, of course, I mean short. That was Tertulia by Geesh. Here's another Geesh track. This one's called That Night. This is a great one. There we go. That was called That Night by Geesh. Really nice stuff. Stick around, folks, because shortly I'm going to be having a chat live with Dainumo, Dustin Goodwin, here on live stream. This is Zippity Doodah by Geesh. I'm certainly cutting through my Geesh tracks today.
Zip. 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 just a couple of days when you can't open your mouth without a song jump right out of it.
Mr. Dusty,
Hey, what's up?
how's it going, buddy?
Not too bad. Yeah, what's up with you?
Not much, man. Sorry to jump this on you. I just thought I'd give it a go, and I couldn't think of anyone more entertaining to talk to.
Oh, thanks, man. You have a lot of people listening in?
Not as many as usual. We got about 20 folks listening in. I think 50 is my cap, actually, because of the whole... I can't get my account verified for some reason, but oh well.
Huh. And a lot of internet people are kind of just... I'd say this is the hour that they're mostly waking up. And you've got a lot of fans in California, too. And they're like... It's like 9:30 over there.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good.
I think they're 2 hours. 2 hours behind Central. It's 11:30 here in St. Louis.
Oh,
Partly
right.
cloudy.
Yeah, it's 12:30 a.m. here.
Oh, yeah? Shit. What are you doing up that late?
Oh, just trying this whole thing. Live stream's a lot of fun. You should definitely go. I think there's a lot of... I can probably speak for a lot of people listening at the moment when I say that Dainumo needs a live stream channel.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. I think right now, with my preparation for moving, I'm kind of at a loss for time because I'm working on a lot of commission projects and stuff and trying to get personal stuff done as well, too. But as soon as I move in with Patrick, Peace Us, in Pittsburgh, in a couple months, I think a month or two, I'd love to, start doing more stuff like Ustreams and Ustream sets and things like that. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I remember you used to do streams a while ago of you doing live mixing with Pat, which was wicked. I'm sure everyone would love to see more of that. Yeah,
every time we got together, we always put something the course of a day, we'd throw together a set and switch off between the two of us, and it was a lot of fun. We're gonna do that a lot. We're gonna do that a lot more later.
Yeah. Cool.
If my video comes up, can they see my video or?
No, I'm actually doing audio only. The audio side of this whole Skype routing thing's done my head in enough as it is, so I'm not sure how I'd get video going next, but it's definitely on my list of priorities.
Cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Let me see. Let me open up your stream. Sorry, and see if people are asking me any questions because I'm very interesting. You're on live stream. You're on live stream, not Ustream, right?
Yeah, I kind of dumped Ustream because I didn't like the quality, and it didn't give you any options. You couldn't choose which bitrate you want to use. With Livestream, you can select your bitrate for audio and video, which is awesome. But yeah, look, you just go to livestream.com/Pogo Mix, and if you jump in the public chat, hopefully people will ask you some questions.
Yeah, I got it here. I just have to listen to the obligatory ad.
Oh, nice.
Stupid Pepsi commercial live stream ad. I can't turn off the volume. Oh my god. Turn it off. Nicki Minaj, no.
Oh Christ.
No. Fucking. Hold on.
Nicki Minaj.
Oh, thanks. I like Black Mambo too. It was a lot of fun doing that project.
Yeah, Black Mambo was wicked.
It just took a while to do because I didn't know what I was going to do next. I think it wasn't at all Kill Bill Volume 1, not Volume 2, right? Wasn't? No, it had some Kill Bill Volume 2. I remember now because it had Pai Mei in it. The Chinese, kung fu master. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I like that one. I like that one a lot. But Pat, what are you? Not Pat. Fuck. Nick, whatever your name is. What are you working on now, man?
I'm not really working on any. Well, that's a lie. I'm working on a lot. I don't know why I said that. I'm working on a couple of projects for some clients, and I'm trying to get this Dexter thing off the ground for Mr. Simon. Now, Mr. Simon's approached you about the Dexter remix too, hasn't he?
Yeah, I actually last year at about this time, last year and a couple months ago, I worked on a remix for what's that song? Constant. I did a Constant remix. That was a lot of fun. That appeared on one of his breakbeat releases, and it was really cool. And I want to make another track for his awesome, Disruptor Dexter album because it's great. If he's listening in, we should all let him know that it's fucking dope. It's great. It's a good album, and
Yeah.
it's cool to add more to that because I've heard what you've come up with, and I've heard what Josh has come up with, Jeesh, and I heard Glue 70's remix, and I heard T-Sex's remix, and they were all great, and I'd love to get in on that.
Yeah, oh, it's good fun, man. A lot of the samples he's collected together are awesome.
I think I got some. I got the live stream chat. Let me see what questions. Wait, Nick, are you still working on your Squidget?
I don't want to talk about me anymore. Yes, I'm still working on Spirited Away. Hey, what controller are you using for your live stuff at the moment, man? You were talking to me about like an APC or something.
Yeah, I'm using just an APC 20. I was going to upgrade to an APC 40 that has more knobs and faders and stuff like that. But what I did instead of trading that in and paying the extra $200, what I did was I just bought a Korg Nano control to go with it, which is a great mixer. It has it has about 10 channels of where you could control volume, and you could assign like low pass filters to the knobs and stuff, and it works just as well, and it costs like $40. So
oh shit,
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, oh, that's awesome. So look, there's a few people in the chat, I'm sure, that I remember seeing someone was talking a while ago about getting into remixing. I think this whole remixing term just sounds like a bit of a cliche, really. I don't like the word anymore. But I mean, what would you advise to people who want to get into making movie mashups and that sort of thing? What advice would you give the newcomer?
Well, I would tell them the same stuff that sometimes I imagine telling myself 2 years ago when I got into the thing. Make what you want to make. Don't make what everyone wants to hear. Don't make what people suggest, because, as you've expressed before, if you don't have a passion for it, nothing great is going to come from it. Like you have to share a special connection with whatever you're remixing. So if you're going to make something you want to make. Just don't make something top on a bandwagon or to please the crowd. Don't just make something that everybody wants to hear. Make something that you really want to hear. And then people will, if you like it, it'll probably be good. I mean, it has to be somewhat good. And other people will listen to it and they'll like it too. I mean, you gotta like what you make. And you gotta, I think a lot of people, when they start for the, first remix, they usually, I hear a lot of, repetitive, what's the word? I hear a lot of people using the same effects. Like, everybody uses massive reverb, like, to the point where everything's so muddy you can't hear. It's so much reverb, and sometimes you don't have control with the sine wave bass, and it's just like, oh my god, it's like a caricature of what Pogo does. So,
yeah.
What everyone's trying to do is sound. And I'll be honest, I did the same thing. Like, I wanted to see, if I could do this, and the easiest way for me to do that is to see if I could come up with something that sounded close to Pogo. And I also sounded like a character of Pogo, and I wasn't really, I could tell that I was just trying to emulate what you were doing, and it wasn't really working for me. So I started going down different roads, trying out different things. It's good to experiment, because then you can find your niche where you fit in.
Yeah. And
just try and make all different genres, just as Pogo did. Pogo didn't always make, Disney remixes. Listen to Vent Now. Or,
yeah, that's right.
Or some of the stuff, the CDs on iTunes that are compilations of older songs like Texture Box. What was the Wonder Puff, right?
I think so. I gave it some ridiculous name.
Yeah, those are great because they're different from the typical, you know, YouTube.com/Faggotron sounds. But you can tell that by making those songs, you were able to, you know, define what we now establish as Pogo style. Like,
well, what I think is cool is that, I don't know, there's a lot of people that every time Geesh releases something or you release something, they always try to they try to bundle it into the whole, you know, movie remix Pogo thing, but I don't think that's valid because I think Dainumo sounds like Dainumo to me anyway. I don't know about other people, but to me, you know, Dainumo sounds like Dainumo and Geesh sounds like Geesh and Mr. Simon sounds like Mr. Simon. And like you were saying earlier about, you know, finding your own sound, I think you've definitely done that.
yeah, I appreciate that, and I think it's easier for us to understand that as musicians. We're able, you know, since we've all composed music, we're able to tell. I think maybe our ears are a little more tuned to understanding the differences between styles. Whereas someone who may be new to the, you know, whole remix genre might come in and think, well, that just sounds the same to me because it's the same concept: chopping up of vocals, a bass line, added drums, chords from a movie. They all think it sounds the same, but in reality, I don't think it does sound the same. It's just like kind of the same idea, and because it's the same idea, everybody associates you know, that music to what they heard first, which is probably Pogo. Like a lot of people who listen to our music come from your fan base, and a lot of people, you know, they just associate it with the Pogo because of the similar concept.
Are you into the whole dubstep scene at all, Dainumo?
Yeah, I can enjoy some dubstep music. Like, it's not something that I can listen to like for long periods of time. like I can listen to, you know, like 7 or 8 songs and, you know, like really dig it. But then if I listen to 9 songs, I don't know, I can't. It hurts. It hurts my ears. But no, I like it, and I like different takes on. I like hearing different dubstep artists because they all, despite the fact that a lot of people think they sound the same, they all have their own styles and they have their own sound. It's really cool. I think it's a cool genre, and I'm interested to see like what that branches out into. Like what's next. Like, it seems like everybody thinks of dubstep as this crazy, like, this is the craziest shit we can do with music right now. Well, like, what's next? Like, what comes after dubstep? Like, what are the people who listen to dubstep, what are they going to listen to and say, what the fuck is that? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. The new stuff always, I think, is... The newer it is, I suppose, the more controversial it is, I guess.
Yeah, because, you know, well, yeah, I agree. And we, as Americans, you know, because these genres are never born in America, at least not to my knowledge. They're born, like, in either, you know, underground clubs in the UK or in France, you know, house clubs, whatever. And what America likes to do is take that and then make, you know, just exaggerate the shit out of it, make it sort of obnoxious in a way.
Yeah.
And it becomes so oversaturated that, you know, I had a burp. We didn't have any coffee left, so I just had to drink water.
Oh, that's no good. That's not a substitute at all.
No, it doesn't really work. But it's,
doesn't have the same effects. Someone in public chat here says, wait until they hear speedcore. Have you ever heard speedcore before, Dusty?
Speedcore's like, isn't that like 300 beats per minute?
Yeah,
like,
Japan's big on that stuff.
Yeah, like, what is it, DJ Sonics, or like some of those crazy Japanese...
Oh man, DJ Sonics doesn't even hit the tip of the iceberg. I've heard stuff that's like, yeah, like you say, 300 beats per minute, and that is crazy shit.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's very funny. We've got a question here from Shine. She asks, how long have you been on the remix scene, Dusty? Or better yet, how long have you been producing?
Oh yeah, well, for about 2 years. In college, when I was a sophomore, I was in film school, No, I think I was actually a freshman when I started. I was a late freshman in college, and I bought a computer, and I really wanted to try making music because my roommate showed me Pogo's music. I was like, that's pretty cool, and I really liked the idea of manipulating movies to make music because I was in film school. I obviously had a very, a deep passion for movies, and I wanted to see if maybe, I could do that too. I mean, I wanted to try it. I'm not gonna lie, and it led to pretty cool things. Bryant, who was our manager, he's recruited us to make music, and go on tour and do the world remix thing and stuff. And it just opportunities opened up, and and that's pretty much how I got here today. How I became the Dustin you all know.
Absolutely. Awesome. And Woggy asks, please talk about your development with remixing from when you first made Ruby Shoes and when you revisited it.
Oh, well, when I first made it, I was pretty much just cutting stuff up and putting it somewhere else. Something a lot of people do on YouTube. A lot of people who are trying it for the first time, they're just like, if I cut it up and move it around, that's a remix, right? And yeah. And I tried to do the same, and I actually thought it sounded okay at the time. And I uploaded it to YouTube, see if see if I was going crazy or not. Maybe other people liked it too, and people did like it, and I was very excited about that. And that's kind of like, people asking for more and saying that they really liked it. It really does inspire you in a way. It's like, hey, they like it, I like it. Why shouldn't I make more? Like they do. Like the fans actually do matter. Like they inspire you to make new stuff. And then I made Revisiting Ruby Shoes. That was a year later. I'd say, and I wanted to see concrete evidence of my progression as a musician with the year's worth of practice. And I thought, well, why don't I just remix the same source that I did exactly 1 year ago? And I did, and I thought it sounded, I liked it, and I think it got the job done. It showed me how much I'd grown, and did the job.
So do you think there's a point at which inspiration from your fans becomes grounds for requests?
I usually just skip through those.
Yeah.
I just keep scrolling. I just scroll through the requests because that's when I think the only person who's allowed to be selfish is the producer. Because when somebody asks for a request, they're probably not doing it for a large group of people. They're doing it for themselves. They're saying, hey, make this song for me. And I'm not, if I'm not into it, they're not going to be into it. That's like I've told you earlier. I don't do requests either. I just scroll right past them because they don't interest me. I think I might have tried one once, but it went nowhere. I don't remember specifically what it was or when, but it just doesn't work.
Yeah, well, interestingly, Jeesh actually, he gave me this idea about starting up, like expanding as a remix artist by beginning with a remix-only YouTube channel to get himself more out there. What do you think about that?
What, do you mean like for a group?
Just for everybody. Like he would probably take a poll, like which film you want to see me remix, or send in your requests or something. This was Jeesh's idea to help him get out there more.
Oh, really? Huh. So his fan base going to this YouTube channel and just casting their votes for what the next remix should be, and then he makes it.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, that's because at least then it's a group thing. Like it's a lot of people, asking for one remix source, which is different than one guy saying, "Hey, remix Nightmare Before Christmas," or something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess I don't know, if Jeesh is up to it, then I'd say go for it. But personally, I don't know if I would do it because eventually, that's all you'd be doing is doing the requests, and you'd never get to do the thing that you'd really want to do. So I don't know. If Jeesh is up to it, he has the energy, I think he should totally do it. But I think I would lose the time for making my own stuff.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Simon here says, mate, he makes a good point. He says engagement of any form with people is very beneficial.
If you're engaged, people don't care.
Yeah.
If you're unengaged, sorry, I read that wrong. I mean, yeah, Oh, I'll do a Bronies remix, Woggy. uh, oh wait, no. You guys seen Clopcore? The Mr. Simon, what the is it Gaycore? Is that the name? That's the original name of the song, right, Mr. Simon? Gaycore, Gaycore. I think it's Gaycore. That's the Bee Gees remix. Yeah, Clopcore is the My Little Pony video remix, and it's pretty cool. He played it on his live stream. Check that out to get your brony fix, because everybody loves a good clop. I actually learned what clopping was today, or at least I think I did. Like, do you know about that, Nick? The whole My Little Pony brony thing. Like, my little brother is 16, and he is a big fan of My Little Pony. Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool. Everybody loves a good clop. Yeah. There are a lot of older men who like My Little Pony. My little brother goes on Reddit. Like, there's apparently a subreddit on Reddit for bronies, and he gives away stuff, which it's just cool because he gives back to the community, I guess, in a weird way. But I learned what clopping was, and I guess there's a sexual thing that goes with ponies, called a group of people called cloppers who have some sort of sexual relationship with the ponies. Like, I don't know if they pleasure themselves with the ponies or what, but it's pretty messed up. It's a weird group of people, bronies.
Yeah, that's a new one on me.
All right. I'll stop talking about clopping. It's a little over the line. I'm sorry.
We'll have to have an after hours stream or something, because I'm pretty curious to know what clopping is myself.
Yeah. Well, Google that shit.
All right. And I think Shine had another question here. Shine asks to Dusty, do you have any previous background in music, or were you just always involved in the film scene as a whole?
Wait, let me find that question. Sorry. By Shine Brighter?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Do you have any previous background in music? Before I made Revisiting Ruby Shoes, I had no experience. I took piano lessons when I was 9 for like 3 months and learned nothing. But no, I'm not classically trained in any way. But although I wish I was, because it would have saved me a lot of learning time. But I used to, in high school, we had a class called Communications Technology, and we would open up GarageBand and have contests to see who can make the best song using sound effects in the GarageBand library. And I always did pretty well. The songs were terrible, but that's probably the only experience I had in remixing or resequencing.
So this was you said you did this in school?
Yeah, I did that in high school because we all had Macs like at our desks in communications technology, and so that's what.
How many years ago was this?
That was 2005, 2006 when I was 15, 16.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was. We had iMacs in our classroom and stuff. Nothing like now. But the big bulky iMacs, we had those in GarageBand on them. It's a lot of fun.
So before the whole Dainumo thing, you were actually quite experienced with music production already.
I mean, from my communications technology class, which was an hour every day for 5 days a week for like I don't know, 3 or 4 months. That's pretty much about all I had.
Yeah.
But as far as film, there was a film part of that question. I've always loved filmmaking. I started making movies when I was 12, and I wanted to go to film school and be a famous director. I wanted to make movies and stuff. But I left school to pursue music, and I don't regret it. I mean, I've done a lot of really cool things. And I'm at a point in my life where a lot of people who do go to film school, like, they hope, to be networking as much as I am now, and which I'm very thankful for.
Yeah. If you just joined us, folks, we're listening to the voice of Dustin Goodwin, a.k.a. Dainumo. This is a track of his called 3 Wishes. It's a remix of Snow White. This is some awesome, awesome Dainumo sounds. Check it out. There we go. That is the sounds of Dainumo. That was a track called 3 Wishes. Dusty, you there? Oh, okay. Dusty's there in some form. Wow, okay. We're going to have to come back to Dusty there. I got some major problems with my sound card going on once again. Let's listen to Epicurus by Ditto while I get this crap sorted out. was Epicurus by Ditto. Still trying to get Dainumo back on Skype, but unfortunately my sound card is still really screwing over. I really have absolutely no clue. All right, let's take a listen to some Alvin Pengel. This is his coverage. You could call it covery as well. A cover of my track Wishery. There we go. That was the Wishery cover by Alvin Pengel. Alvin Pengel does these really great acoustic things. This is an interesting track. This one's called Who Is On First. Apparently it's a remix of Abbott and Costello, of all things. This is by Snorfuperman on SoundCloud.
What's the charge? What's your charge? Let it rock. What's your charge? Walter Watt. You know the fellow's who? The guy at first base. First can be for. That's the man's name. That's what I'm not asking you. Who's on
Who is on first? You know the fellow's who? The guy on first base. On first. Asking me for. That's the man's name. That's right. I'm not asking you who's on. Who is on first? You know the fellow's who? The guy on first base. On first. Asking me for. That's the man's name. That's right. I'm not asking you who's on. Who is on first? Who is on first? You know the fellow's who? The guy on first base. On first. Asking me for. That's the man's name. That's right. I'm not asking you who's on. Who is on first? What? Throws back to a triple play.
That's a remix called Who Is On First by Snufooperman on SoundCloud. I'm still trying to get Dusty going here, but I can't get my sound card to like me tonight. Let's listen to some Peace Us. This track's called Reassurance.
With a long beginning, okay? Then when I come okay?
And that's the sounds of P. Sauce. That's his track called Reassurance. Okay, I'm going to try routing Skype through a different audio card this time, so let's see what happens if we give Dusty a call. Dusty, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, but can you hear me?
I can hear you, buddy. We're all good.
Word? How's
Sick.
it going? We're back online.
Indeed. Yeah, sorry about those difficulties, folks. Getting Skype and all this shit routed through Ableton is actually a lot more complicated than it sounds. Anyway, Dainumo joins us again. If you've got any questions, jump in the old public chat, and I'm sure he'd be more than happy to answer them for us. Dainumo, what are you working on at the moment, man?
Oh, well, I'm just
come
fucking
on.
with you.
Don't do that, man.
I just finished my my remix for Polygon, which was like an evolution of PC gaming. That was uploaded this morning to their YouTube channel. That was the last thing I did, and I'm currently working on something else with them. It's not on a non-disclosure agreement, so I can talk about it.
Oh, cool.
They want me to do a remix of movies adapted from video games, and I'm kind of excited about this because there's the Super Mario Brothers movie with Bob Hoskins and Dennis Hopper, and like there's so much cool stuff. Like the Mortal Kombat movie with who's in that? Christopher Lambert, yeah, as Raiden. Mortal Kombat movie. It was like it's gonna be great. Like it's gonna be fun. And I also, as a side project, I want to do like a remix using samples. This is kind of higher concepts, but movies that reference video games. I want to use those scenes to make a remix. Like for example, in Terminator 2, when John Connor is at the arcade. The sounds that the arcade machine's making, I'm going to use those sounds. And like other movies, like what are some other examples that I got? The beginning of Vacation with Chevy Chase, they're playing the Atari 2600. In the movie The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke, they're playing the Super Nintendo, or no, just a Nintendo Entertainment System. Just all these sounds of video games in movies. So it's really like a kind of Inception's thing going on. A remix of video games in movies. What? It's just crazy. And I don't know, it's really hard to explain, but I've been collecting all these sound files from these movies. It's been taking some time, but it's going to be cool. So that's what I'm working on now. And I'm also working on the Dexter thing for Mr. Simon, and I don't know what's after that. I want to get back to remixing movies, because I've been remixing video games for a while now, on other channels and stuff.
Oh, cool.
And I remixed, my last 2 remixes on my channel were from commercials from the 90s.
Yeah.
So it's been, like, the last movie remix I did was Kill Bill, which was, I don't know, what month is it? July? 6-7 months ago?
Oh, yeah.
It's been a while. It's been some time since I remixed a movie.
And John asks, do you think you would ever remix dubstep?
I've heard people chopping up dubstep and remixing it, and it doesn't sound that bad. I might try it one day. I've tried remixing electronic music, like resequencing it, and it's really difficult because it's electronic music. It's got everything, it's not like I can pick out chords. It's weird. It's different from going through a movie and picking out chords you want and maybe percussion elements. Vocals, it's different because you're remixing the whole song.
So do you think remixing electronic music is easier?
I don't know, because I only tried it once or twice, and I wasn't pleased with the result. I didn't do it long enough to really say, but it's a completely different deal than remixing a movie or TV show or video game or what have you. Let's see. There's a question here. What do I do when I'm not remixing? Period. What do you mean by remixing? Period. Remixing, comma, period. I don't know what that means. But when I'm not remixing, it's just I like to play video games. I know, wow, could have guessed. I like to play some video games, and I also recently, in the past couple of months, I've been reading a lot of comic books, DC, like Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, some Marvel too, Avenging Spider-Man. I like reading comic books now, and I like collecting them. I don't know, I'm the biggest nerd ever. That's really, and records too. I collect records. I don't know how I could be, unless I became a brony. I don't know how I could be any more of clipping. Do you like clipping your toenails in your spare time? I actually don't really pay attention to my toenails. They just kind of fall off whenever they need to.
Self-maintenance.
Yeah. They don't need to. I never pay attention unless it gets to the point where the nail is like hitting the end of my shoe, and it hurts. Then I'll cut it. But that never happens. So that's a weird fucking question, but that's the answer.
Pretty straight answer for such a weird question, though.
yeah.
Well done.
Thank you. Do you? I guess yeah. Do you like clipping your toenails? That was the last one.
Well, I guess I've got a question.
Sure.
When are you going to be? Are you playing live shows at the moment?
Not here in St. Louis. I'm actually, like I said before, working in commissions. But when I was in Virginia Beach, living there, I lived in Virginia Beach for about 8 months. I was going to play live shows, and I did play a couple. I played 2 live shows. I played one at a club called Shop, which is actually a pretty big dubstep joint. I actually played, when I was there, I played some of the heavier stuff, darker tone stuff of mine, as opposed to playing like a Disney remix or something, because, these guys listen to dubstep like all the time. So I was playing like, Black Mambo. I even played some Mr. Simon. I played, Diamond Dreams. That song's fucking dope. I played that song, people loved it, and I played some other electronic stuff. It's just a nice DJ Ableton set. And, the other place was more of like a bar. It wasn't exactly like a big turnout, but the other place was. But the bar place, I just played some chill stuff. But yeah, that's about as much as I did. But I want to make more. I want to get my catalog up before I go, doing more shows, because you've been building your catalog since 2004, right? Officially.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Another asks, what programs do you use?
I use Fruity Loops 10, I think I'm using now, Fruity Loops 10. I'll use Ableton Live every now and then for different things, maybe if I'll make something real quick in Ableton, but I do my live mixing in Ableton. I also use, Fruity Loops. I use MPEG Stream Clip, which is the best. If you have a DVD and you want to remix that DVD, you put it in your laptop, preferably Mac, I guess, 'cause that's what we use, right? MPEG Stream Clip allows you to separate channels from surround sound. So say, you got a scene where there's dialogue and music, you can take out all the other channels with the exception of the center channel and just get the talking. It's a terribly crafty, useful, program called MPEG Stream Clip. It's the best. You can render it out.
Sorry, man, the stream's cutting out of it. MPEG Stream Clip is what Dusty's talking about, folks. It came across as unfortunately. But, MPEG Stream Clip's awesome. And if you're on PC, I think you can use any DVD from Slysoft, which lets you play any region discs, but it also lets you rip them. But I think MPEG's cool because you can extract, the individual channels, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a big bonus.
Yeah, because you can cut out stuff you don't want. I don't know if you can hear me right now, but yeah, you can cut out shit that you don't need. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And of course, Adobe Audition is a must. It's good for cleaning up your samples and stuff. There's actually a lot of stuff if you really want to get down to it. If you're a perfectionist, there's a lot of programs you could use for just one song or one sample even. But mainly Fruity Loops and MPEG Stream Clip are my go-tos, and Adobe Audition.
Yeah, cool. Do you use any VSTs?
Yeah, I use a lot actually. As far as for my 8-bit music, I use Peach. Peach was a lot of fun to use. I haven't really made any 8-bit music recently, but of course, mastering VSTs like Elephant, Very Saturation, Gliss EQ. But a lot of the VSTs that come with Fruity Loops, Fruity Loops 10 or the producer edition or whatever it's called, a lot of those are all you really need. There's a Massive. I've actually used Massive a couple times, which is a big dubstep VST, I guess. And I also use Camel Fat every now and then, and which is kind of I use it as a mastering kind of thing, but yeah, there's a lot of VSTs I use, actually. I can't name them all.
Okay, and you do all your mastering in FL Studio too?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And not that hard. I mean, I think I'm okay at it, but, it's a learning process.
Yeah, well, shit, man, your mixes always come out super punchy and bright to me. Woggy says, how much attention do you pay to the marketing side of the business, quote-unquote?
What does that mean? like.
I guess he's saying like, does Dainumo ever concentrate on marketing Dainumo, like literally marketing himself?
Oh, no, not really. I just let the music kind of promote itself. I don't feel the need to, sell my brand or anything like that. I just make the music. I actually don't make any really money from the music. I make for fun. It's just like commission work where creative agencies and ad agencies come to us and they ask for a music edit or something like that. That's the only time I actually make money, and I'm not doing it as Dainumo. I'm doing it as a reverse engineer. But as far as Dainumo goes, yeah, I don't really market myself. Maybe I should. I'm not sure, but I don't really pay too much attention to that.
So, do you see? Do you think it's important to keep passion and business separate, or do you think there's grounds to combine them?
That's a tough question. If you can turn your into a business, then good for you. Like that's awesome. But as we've expressed, like we've talked about this on several occasions. Sometimes they just don't mix, and it's difficult to find a formula that where they both work together in harmony. It's tough. It's really tough.
Do you think it's possible to commission, like, obviously we can commission work from an artist. Do you think it's possible to commission passion from the artist?
No, you can't. You don't pay for passion. You pay for the product. I don't really know. Like, I don't think you can pay for someone's passion over a project. It's weird. I don't know. Sometimes it's best just not to think about it when you're getting paid to make music, because if you think about it too much, your morals kind of conflict, and you're like, maybe I shouldn't be making this for money. Because this is what I love to do, and I'm maybe selling out. I don't know what I'm doing, and it becomes this whole internal struggle to put out a song, and it's just, I don't know, it's fucked up. Like,
yeah.
And the thing that sucks is that over time you work on so many commissions over a long period of time. That's all you do. That when you finally get done with that, and you go back to making what you want to make, you're like, wow, I forgot what this was all about. I forgot what making music, for fun. I forgot completely what that was about. And I remember last year you started making music again for fun after you'd done like 1,000 commissions, and you were like, wow, I completely forgot what this feeling was of making music for myself. I missed it all too much, and you'll forget easily, like while you're doing the commissions, what it's like to make music for fun.
Have you ever found yourself in a position in your career where you feel like you've turned into more of a businessman than an artist? Do you think that's possible?
I think so. Yeah, I think when people come to you and they give you money for a video, they're looking for attention. They're looking for viral marketing. They're looking for a way to drive traffic to themselves, or just for advertisement in general, getting people to buy their product, what have you. And you've got to look at that when that's your mission. You've got to look at it like, in what way can I make this song video that will attract more people, as opposed to making it maybe sound good. What method? How do I approach the song to make it into something that will make people come to it, as opposed to making it for people to like? It's a totally different mentality of music production. You've got to. It's completely different from what you normally do, and it's that's the businessman side of production is wondering what's going to bring people to do your music, as opposed to if people are going to do music or not.
Yeah, I think Woggy was kind of asking about as an independent musician, maybe you do have some responsibility to I guess I suppose marketing does come into play a bit more. When you have an agency or you have a record label, they take care of that stuff for you. But if independent music is where you want to go, I suppose you have to start looking and thinking a bit more like a businessman. If you are trying to sell, I guess it depends on what you're making music for, really, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you're making music as a means of advertising or as a means of selling, your image, your brand, your music, people are going to come to your music. Like when people think of Deadmau5, first thing that pops in their mind isn't a song; it's the picture of the fucking helmet. It's all about selling your brand. Hold on, I just got some. Oh fuck! I totally nothing. No, somebody sent me a message on Skype, and I'm trying to avoid them.
We all have those friends. Homestar 4000 asks, do you like industrial music? Whatever that is.
Like industrial, like electronic. Yeah, I can dig it. Like really kind of repetitive bars of just, headbanger stuff. At least in the electronic world. That's what I think of. Yeah, I dig it. I dig some industrial music. Not industrial rock, not so much, but industrial electronics pretty cool.
Yeah, okay. I was going to ask something. Shit, I've forgotten. That's no good. Industrial music. I always tend to think of like warehouses when I think. I always think of like people making music using industrial equipment like metals and things, and I never actually realized that industrial music is actually a reference to music that is industrialized. I guess like commercialized music that is sort of formulated. I suppose that's something you could talk about, really. Do you think when do you think mainstream music kind of started falling, or do you think it's always been down?
Mainstream music.
I suppose we should say mainstream pop, really, shouldn't we?
Mainstream pop? I don't know. I feel like as far as, when you're talking about mainstream music, talking about the kind of music that people are fed, the kind of people who don't go looking for music, the people who just are fed the music, the people who just listen to the radio on the way to work. Mainstream music is the commercialized stuff that you're being told to listen to. I'm not saying it's bad, but I mean, that's the stuff that the record companies are paying the radio station to play and stuff like that. The biggest, and then, but it works both ways, because then that's the artists that everyone likes, and then the radio stations play it because everyone wants to hear them, and it's just this loop that keeps going. And mainstream music, I don't think it's always been bad. I just think it's always been in the limelight for maybe the wrong reasons. I don't really have an opinion because I never listen to mainstream music. Like the radio, as far as we're talking about the radio, I never listen to the radio, ever. My brother drives me around sometimes. Like we'll go to Taco Bell and he'll turn on his radio and I'm just like, what is this? What are you listening to? Oh my God, Katy Perry. And I'm just like, this is not my jam. This is not my type of music.
Katy Perry's. I think Katy Perry's coming out with a movie soon, actually.
I think I saw an ad for that on YouTube, and I was just like, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
The movie I see is The Dark Knight Rises this Friday. That's it. I'm ready to get my Batman feel.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I can't wait for that. Katy Perry can wait.
Katy Perry ain't got shit on Bruce Wayne. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of funny when musicians turn to movies like that. Michael Jackson could have done it, but Katy Perry, I don't know. Apparently she's got like kids. They're getting kids to try and learn how to dress and dance like Katy Perry, and I'm not convinced in my ethical mind that that's such a good thing.
Like kids being force-fed idols?
Well, yeah, I mean, let's be honest, a lot of the time when you see Katy Perry, she's dressed very revealingly, she's dressed very seductively, and I don't know, it would concern me if kids were forced to embrace those values as well, or at least encouraged to with movies like this, so that's kind of why I shrieked at it.
Yeah, I mean, kids gotta learn to pick their heroes, I mean, it's all about it's kind of something you feel in your heart. Like, you got to know who's the guy that you gotta idolize. Like, when I was a kid, that person was fucking Optimus Prime. Like, and like But of course, I guess for guys it may be different from women. I don't know. Like, I can't speak for women. I'm not one. But for most dudes, your heroes, childhood heroes, usually aren't musicians.
I guess, yeah. I mean, when I was in school, when I was 10, the girls' superhero was always Sailor Moon.
Oh yeah, Sailor Moon.
That was yeah.
Sailor Moon. Yeah.
That was pretty rocking. It wasn't the worst show I've ever seen, I can say that. Dragon Ball Z was fucking awesome, though.
Yeah. That came on Toonami was pretty sweet. I mean, even Sailor Moon, I'll give it. I didn't watch it, but it was on Toonami, so whatever. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z. If your hero wasn't Goku when you were in the 6th grade, then what the fuck are you doing with your life? Like,
Yeah.
Goku's the man, and Goku's somebody that everyone can look up to. Like, oh, he's a hero. He does things for good. Dragon Ball Z was pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet stuff. Yeah, I dig Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, well, Goku or Ash Ketchum.
Oh, well, Goku, definitely. Ash Ketchum was cool, but when you really look at it, I mean, Pokemon...
It was more of a kid's thing, wasn't it? Dragon Ball Z, I think you could lie. I mean, I still watch Dragon Ball Z.
Well, here's the thing. Dragon Ball Z came from the manga, the books, right?
Yeah.
But did the Pokemon anime come from the game, or was it vice versa?
I think Pokemon started with the game, yeah. It started with Game Freak, which was the company that made it for Game Boy. And then yeah, I just remember the show didn't exist. Like, I was playing the GameCube game on an emulator, and then about a year later, it's on TV and it's got movies and all this shit. I never liked Ash though. Goku's definitely my manga hero.
Damn right, but yeah, I mean, fucking Goku's the man. I mean, he's the coolest. And then but the cool thing about Dragon Ball Z is that there were so many people to look up to, because you're like, oh, Goku's cool, but so is, Gohan, but, Piccolo's kind of badass, and Vegeta's, secretly good inside, and we all know it, and, it's the characters actually characters. Just the fact that maybe it was a mindless fighting anime, but, some of the characters were actually kind of relatable, and they characteristics. They had character. I mean, they weren't, bland stock heroes or, people from... whatever.
I remember you showed me this video when we were on tour of the voice actors doing the scream sessions.
Yeah, the voice actors from Dragon
Just standing at a booth screaming for half an hour. That must be cool.
Hold on. John says, "Who's Goku? What's a Saiyan?" Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
There was a show, an anime called Dragon Ball Z, about these martial arts experts, but they had superpowers. Anime, I don't think you can hate anime. This guy says I hate anime, which is fine. Maybe you do hate it. I used to. But anime, I don't think you can hate it all. You can hate a big majority of it, but some of it actually has really good writing, and it's a solid show. But a Saiyan is basically his race. It's kind of like Kryptonian, I guess. The Kryptonian kind of he's Kryptonian. Let's just say fucking Goku's Kryptonian, like Superman. John, are you 14 years old? He says he's 14. Just checking.
14.
Are you really 14?
I guess Dragon Ball Z was before his time.
Yeah, let's see. 14. That means you were born in what? Oh, my math is terrible. Let's see. I'm 20, so you're born 6 years after me. So you're born in 1996, 1997, maybe. Yeah, that's it's on 1998 through 2003, 1997 through 2003. So yeah, I guess he missed it. But Dragon Ball Z, definitely check it out. Well, 14 might be a little too old, but if you were 11, that'd be your shit. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
Great stuff.
I was watching it. It was on the TV when I was 13. I was watching it every freaking morning. It was awesome.
Me too. What are the questions? Wait, who's the guy that does 5 characters in the show? Oh, that guy is Chris Sabat. He does the voice of Vegeta, Piccolo, and a whole bunch of other people. I don't remember who, but yeah, he does a lot of voices. And how do I feel about ambient music? Dude, ambient music's great. I like ambient music. It's mood music. It's something that you can put on and do other things with. Like sometimes I feel like if I'm listening to a song, I can't concentrate on reading or other things like that. But if you listen to ambient music, you can listen to that anytime because it's really a background substance. Like ambient music's really cool. I dig. But you were born in 1998. Wow, Jesus. Like it's weird to me that I can have conversations with people that don't remember, 9/11.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know. You're an Australian, but yeah,
I remember it.
But I mean, it's just weird to me because because I'm older now. I'm 22, and there are people who were born, in the year 2000 that I could talk to and have conversations with. It's fucking weird. And,
It is weird.
It's weird to me. But I guess that's coming of age, something I have to get used to. But
Well, man, shit. When you and I are 60, we're going to be talking to cats that haven't heard of things that are vastly, like, I don't think you'll be able to converse with anyone once you're 60 because you might be able to talk about 9/11 for sure. Pokemon. Yeah. It's going to happen, man. It's going to be scary.
I don't have anyone to really talk about, like, my childhood with. I don't feel like maybe other old people, but, I won't talk to youngsters about cool stuff like Dragon Ball and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, maybe it'll still be around because, Dragon Ball came out in Japan in, like, the 80s? So, we watched it 20 years later. So, I mean, maybe, some stuff has a way of recycling, like, going through. Like, Batman's been around since 1938. And we're still making movies about it now. So maybe stuff doesn't, some stuff doesn't decay. I feel like some of the important stuff is here to stay, which is really cool. Are you ever going to do a Dragon Ball Z remix, Nick?
Me? It probably wouldn't cross my mind without someone suggesting it, no. But it's a good idea, though. I remember you were doing some work with it.
Yeah, I was making something when we were in Africa. The Flying Nimbus song. Yeah, the Piccolo. Someone just said I'm still young. Yeah, I'm totally still young, and I understand that. But there are people younger than me getting jobs, and that's weird to me. Like people who are 5-6 years younger than me have jobs, and that's weird to me personally. But it's only because it's new to me. But maybe I should finish my Dragon Ball Z remix. It's kind of old now. When did we go to Africa? Like September of last year?
We went to Kenya, North Africa, and it's been quite a nice long time now, actually. July last year or something?
Was it really?
Or I should be able to find that out, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like July because I expected it to be really hot in Nairobi. Like I expected it to be really hot, so I like shaved my head and I brought really light clothes, and it was cold as fuck.
Yeah, you were there in your woolies, and oh man, that was funny.
I remember I got really sick. That's because of the food. I thought it was food poisoning, and probably was.
Oh yeah, Oh god, I remember that. Dainumo was violently sick. We couldn't wake him up for like 3 days.
3 days, I was just like in a coma. Like really, like it was the worst 3 days ever. And it was. I suspect it was probably food poisoning. But for 3 days, I didn't move out of my bed. I was just like.
Do you remember when we were sleeping at night and we were all in this like this hotel in Kenya? It was like this really place. It was actually pretty good. I thought it would be worse, to be honest, but we were all sleeping in there, and then suddenly comes walking through my door, and I have no. Do you remember this? Like someone raided our some drunk guy, some drunk black African dude raided our hotel room when we were sleeping.
Yeah. He came in, and you and June came into my room, and you were just like, somebody's in the apartment, and I was just like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Like,
Yeah.
trying to sleep. I've been sick, and then like, you guys were like, no, there's like someone here, and I like got out of the room, and there was that dude on the couch, and I was just like, what is happening to my?
Yeah.
What is like? I told the guy, I was like, you gotta get out of here. Like, this is our apartment. And he was just like, he was sleeping on the couch, and he's like, he was speaking fucking, I don't know, like Swahili, I think, but I didn't understand a word he was saying because he was drunk and probably speaking Swahili.
Yeah, it's a bad combo.
So we had to get the security to come in and take him out, and I was just like, what the fuck was that? God, that was the worst. Like, I don't know. He didn't, and like, we all kind of expected him to steal something, just because, you know, we're Americans and we have expensive gear, you know, photography. You know, you guys had like cameras that were worth like $2,500. We had our laptops. We had everything.
Yeah,
So
it was
much-
that was a lot of money in that hotel room, man.
Yeah, and I don't think any of it was taken. We just had some drunk dude stumble into an apartment, and he thought he was in his apartment. We were just like, no. What did you get in here? It's like, go away. And it was really weird. It was really weird.
I think we actually left the door unlocked. I can't remember why. I think we were all just so fucking tired from the day. But
Yeah. I
yeah, we all got sick. We all got ill with some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Boy.
Turns getting. I was like, I'm first, and then you were like, me second.
Yeah. Boy. It was interesting, though. It was good to see Kenya, I reckon.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice, mostly. I mean, if you look past some of the other stuff, and you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
Some of the people around, it was okay. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. It was good to see. We were in Nairobi, actually. And, yeah, we got moved into this little studio apartment, and we basically just ended up sitting out on the porch for most of the time, just smoking and talking. And I did some filming of you, Dusty, that I never did anything with. I've still got the footage here.
Oh yeah,
Just
I
remember that.
That's when we moved apartments, right? We went to the
Yeah,
the one
that's
that was
right. The tiny one.
5 stories tall.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was weird. Yeah, that was right. We had to carry our bags up 5 stories. Fun.
They were like, "Oh, by the way, you got to move," and we were like, "What? Come on."
Yeah.
But I mean, it's for the better because we were getting sick of that place, weren't we? Like that one apartment. We
Yeah.
were getting tired of it. I guess the change was like, okay. That's why I wasn't so mad about it.
Yeah, well, look, it would have been a lot different if it was like, hey, let's arrange a trip to Nairobi. Let's go to Nairobi and do some mixing. We probably would have found ourselves a much nicer place to stay.
But somebody else's time.
Yeah, that's right. Woggy asks about the New York remix.
Oh, yeah, that was wow. Okay, that's when we first met. That was October 2010, I think. October 2010. Yeah, that sounds right. That's when me, you, and Brian all met up in New York. That was the first time we'd met, and we did filming for a weekend. And I don't think anything's been done with the footage yet, but a lot of what we filmed was like pretty noisy, at least I think so. Like there was so much noise, like so much stuff going on. If you actually did compose something with those samples, then I'd be very surprised because just so much noise and so much sound.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. It's not hugely usable, but to be fair, it was our first time ever trying to remix anything, live. I think I only actually made Garden after that, actually. I think.
Oh no, Garden was Mother's Day of 2010.
Oh, right. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. But it was the first time we ever tried, actually going out and filming in a city, and it was challenging. We tried that wireless thing at one point. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do, and that actually wasn't too bad. But I mean, I think it was kind of a drastic jump because you went from being literally in your backyard to New York City. Like,
Yeah.
little drastic. Like, it's. I think we should have like slowly built towards that. Like maybe going somewhere else, but not from your house to New York. Like.
Yeah, it was quite a jump. We got some good footage though, but I just haven't had time to do anything with. Pat asks, didn't I get sick with Dainumo that time. I didn't. Well, not the time with Dainumo. When we were on our big tour, and Dusty was tour manager. We who was it that we met? It was like Electric. What was their name?
That was what Eclectic Method.
Yeah, Eclectic Method. We met with them in LA, and we went back to their apartment, and I tried a bit of marijuana for the first time, and it was awesome. But that was good fun.
The only time Nick got sick from smoking was when we were with Bryant in his apartment in Michigan. Wisconsin. And you smoked a pipe. I think it was your first pipe that you smoked.
I smoked 2.
And you got sick. But
yeah.
That happened.
Yeah.
Smoke a pipe.
Yeah, I'm not doing that again. But I did. The time we had a bit of weed in LA was pretty good. We kept tripping out to that Fresh Prince and Fresh Prince. Yeah. Oh man, you guys should see that if you haven't seen it.
That was fun. That was good fun.
You ended up wandering around the hotel for like 2 hours trying to find the receptionist.
Yeah, I know. That was interesting. And then you showed me, of course, I remember this like it was yesterday, 100 Acre Flurry before.
Yeah.
Before it came out, like a long time before it came out, and I was just like, "Oh my god, that was awesome!" It was so fun. It had been a while since I had done that either. Like at least a year, I think. So I was pretty set. I was pretty set.
Yeah.
Violently ill? No, Nick didn't get like seriously ill. He just stomach.
Extremely ill. Like I made a big, huge mess of Brian's toilet.
But then after that, he was like,
Yeah. I'm all good.
Homestar asks, Dusty, since you are a PC gamer, do the current Steam sales tempt you to buy more games? Yeah. I have been taking advantage of the Steam sale for games I want to play. I recently bought Hitman Blood Money for $2, and I've never played it before, and I've heard it's good, and $2, of course I'm going to buy it. And I also bought Space Quest 1 through 6. And if you guys don't know what Space Quest is, it's a series of point-and-click adventure games made by Sierra in the 90s and late 80s. And they are so much fun to play because it's like what's that Goosebumps Horrorland game? What is that?
Yeah, Escape from Horrorland.
It's like a point-and-click adventure game. And there's so much fun to play. Like the popular ones are, Sam and Max Hit the Road, King's Quest, Leisure Suit Larry, Day of the Tentacle. Like those point-and-click adventure games, I loved those games so much when I was a kid because I would just play them whenever my dad wasn't home. But they were so much fun. Like I don't know, I like the adventure games. Good times. Escape from Horrorland.
Mist was awesome. Did you ever play Mist, man? The first one.
Of course, Mist was awesome, and so was the sequel, Ribbon. Those were great puzzle games, and they had such a thick atmosphere. And I know Mist, it's kind of like those games when you played them, like you never forgot what it was like playing them. That's what made 90s PC games so cool, was that when you played them, there was nothing else like them because they all had their own, and they were really specific styles, and it was cool. I miss simplistic, or simpler, the 90s PC games. They were awesome. And now games are still great now. I just feel like maybe video games kind of doubt the intelligence of the player. I feel like too many video games here, go here, and then do this, and then do that. There's the words at the top of the screen tell you everything that you need to do to finish the game. And I'm just
I hate games like that.
Stop it! No.
Stop it! Man, Skyrim was awesome though because you could just go and do whatever you want. And if you've played Skyrim, Dusty, which I think you have, you were like level 30 or something last time I talked to you about it. You should definitely play Red Dead. It's basically Skyrim, but it's in the Old West, and you're a freaking cowboy.
Oh yeah, I watched my brother play that game, Red Dead Redemption. Is it Yeah, it's Red Dead Redemption, right?
Yeah, that's right. You actually used a sample of John Marsden in your track when he goes, "Come on." I kind of know. I recognized it. You probably don't remember it because you had like 1,000 different sounds in there, but you used it.
Yeah, he was on the horse.
Yeah, that's right.
Come on. No, yeah, I watched my brother play that game, Red Dead Redemption, and it's awesome. I love like this big, huge, roaming free world stuff.
Yeah.
Like Bethesda makes, but that was a Rockstar game, right? Like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, and they are going to do once they're done with GTA 5, I think. They're going to get to work on a Red Dead 2, which I wish I could just give them my money immediately because that's going to be just so awesome.
Yeah, I definitely dug what I saw of Red Dead Redemption, but I didn't play it firsthand, but it was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But a lot of Skyrim. No, I got to like in Skyrim. I got to like level 50, I think. I don't know. I played it a lot. I didn't finish it, but I played a lot of it. I really liked Skyrim. I'd never played any of the Elder Scrolls game before, but I just moved into my apartment in Virginia, and I was like, well, let me get an Xbox and play Skyrim. Because everyone was talking about Skyrim right before it came out. They were like, Skyrim's coming out in like 3 days, guys.
Yeah.
All the hype's about. And then when I started playing it, I was like, oh my god, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I could do anything. I'm like, I'm a knight, or I'm an archer. I don't know. It was really cool. I never played any of the ones before that, like Morrowind or Oblivion or Elder Scrolls Arena, anything like that. So that was my first Elder Scrolls game, and it was a blast. It was awesome.
Yeah, man. They could easily do another one.
Oh yeah, they're doing the online Elder Scrolls Online next. I think I don't know if that's next up.
Oh really?
Yeah, they're gonna do an online game, and I'm interested in seeing how that turns out. Anybody think that's gonna be any good? Because if it's not by Bethesda, who does it? Pat Forever says it's not by Bethesda, but yeah, who's doing it?
What, the multiplayer thing?
Yeah, asking this guy Pat in the chat room.
So, but Bethesda made Skyrim though, didn't they? I'm pretty sure. Or did they just publish it?
Oh, they're a publisher. Who developed the games?
Yeah, I want to know that too.
I'm not very well versed in this sort of thing. I could tell you every movie director.
Oh yeah.
Producer.
For those of you that don't know, Dainumo's a goddamn film buff. He's seen every movie out there. He knows every director out there. He's even seen Russian Ark.
I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen Russian Ark.
Oh, I thought you did. Whoops. Well, it's not really. It's not a movie. I would say. I can let you off the hook. It's more of an art house experiment.
High concept idea.
Very.
I'm down. Like I'd like to check that out. But I've heard about it before. We'd spoken about it maybe like a couple years ago. I don't know when it came out, but it's the whole one take thing. I don't know if that will excite me or bore me. Like it's one or the other,
Yeah. I think the one take thing was awesome from a production standpoint, but I think the content they chose, it literally is like a Russian art preservation and appreciation piece, man. That literally is what it is. So if you like art, like if you like paintings and you like a little bit of narrative and you like grand, filmmaking, I think you'll enjoy it if you don't mind subtitles.
No, not at all. I'm not one of those people. Oh my god, I'm not going to watch it if I have to read. It's like,
yeah.
That's usually like the best indicator for when a girl, if you're a straight male, if a chick is worth your time. If you say, "Hey, let's watch a foreign movie together," and she's just like, "I don't want to have to read." You're like, get out.
Oh boy, her days are numbered.
So easy. And I have a couple great methods for weeding out the bad apples, the bad women. Be like, up to Twilight, and they just, if they immediately turn it down, they're probably a keeper. But if they're like, I ain't like the movies. You're just like, go away, you're done. You know?
Not going to work out.
That's how it works. That's how it's going down. The Homestar Runnertron, somebody just mentioned him in the chat.
Yeah.
Is that, where is the Back to the Future remix?
Yeah, well, he's almost done with it. Like I said, I saw the preview of it, and it looks pretty incredible. Dusty, did you get my Skype message saying that he's got a vinyl passed down from his granddad of The Muppet Show?
No way.
He's got
No,
it.
I didn't.
He sent me pictures of him holding it. I thought, wait a minute, Dainumo's working on a Muppet remix, or wants to. That would be something for him.
I want to remix some Muppets. I think that would be really awesome.
Yeah.
And, because there's so much content. Like, I was talking to you about it maybe, like, last month. I was like, it's so ripe for the picking. There's, like, so much stuff you can sample. Every episode, they have a different musician or a singer or, some sort of talent on the show that could be used. And it's like the untapped source. It's just like a vein that's waiting to be bled of music value. Like, it's so, it's so ripe with content. And I definitely want to hop on that soon. Where would I start? Season 1. Muppet Show Season 1, that's exactly where I'd go. And then eventually Muppet Treasure Island with Tim Curry. Duh. So if Tim Curry sings in Muppet Treasure Island, like, why wouldn't you sample that? Like,
Yeah.
Tim
Battlefield 4 has apparently been announced. That's pretty early.
Really? Already?
Man, you got to see the gameplay preview for Watch Dogs coming out next year, or the game after.
That right after E3. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, but like you were saying about games being too direct, like scripted, I really love the look of the game. I just hope it's not scripted like that. I hope it kind of gives you that open world. Apparently it is an open world game, but I suppose there's degrees of that, isn't there?
Yeah, I want to see, like, I really like the whole open world idea, and I want to see, especially if it takes place in a city like that game, I want to see, like, over time, within the next, 10, 20, 30 years, how detailed they get. Like, you can just walk into an apartment, and, like, every room has, like, people in it, or, like, has its own detail. Like, how far is our detail in games going to go? Because video games are very quickly, like, the entertainment market, like, the industry of entertainment, because they're, like, starting to make just as much just as much money as movies are now, because you're buying video games for $50 a game, and then you're buying the systems as well. Like, how much money can they put into these games, and how amazing can they be? Like, I'm so excited to see how that's going to turn out, like, in my lifetime. Like, I'm really excited.
Do you think it's, like, in your lifetime, do you think it's possible that movies and games ever converge?
We've talked about this. I don't know. Like, I know because we're trying to, like, branch movies out because people are getting tired of 2D. And,
Yeah.
they 3D movies, want to make it a freaking roller coaster ride. And I'm not down with that. Like, I like 2D movies. But I think there will be a point, maybe, if it's in my lifetime, maybe I'll just miss it, where they will probably converge. Where you'll be able to interact with the films that you see. I really don't. It's hard to say. I don't know if I see it happening in my lifetime, but maybe technology's changing pretty freaking quick. I mean, just look at the video games we were playing 15 years ago as compared to ones we're playing now. Well, maybe 15 years ago is not enough. Let's say 30. 30 years ago compared to the video games we're playing now. Huge difference. So what will another 30 years do? Like,
Yeah.
my mind. Like, it blows my mind. Like, it really does.
It's going to be crazy. I reckon in like 20 years you won't be able to distinguish the difference between a game and real life. I reckon eventually it's just going to be so... I reckon they will achieve like complete realism, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we're still alive when it does.
Dude, totally. Like, I wonder what that's going to do to, like, the human mind. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, when you see a movie, or, like, and because when we see a movie now, and we see a digitally animated, character, where, like, well, that's obviously a rendered image that somebody made on their computer. When we get to that point where we can't distinguish the difference, what's that going to do to, like, our perception of reality? Like, it's going to be so wild when you look at something on a movie and you're like, who's that actor? And they're like, that's not an actor. That's something
Yeah.
some dude made.
That's his game double. Man, like Dead Space 2 with, graphics that are indistinguishably, indistinguishable from real life and graphics would be, that'd mess with my mind probably.
Yeah, it would. I don't know what it would do. I don't know how I would react to that. But I mean, we're moving into it very slowly, so I feel like the transition will be seamless. But I think we're gonna look back and say, wow, like Smeagol looked like shit, like things like that. Can you hear my mic? Okay?
Yeah, you're coming in loud and clear.
'Cause you're kind of breaking up a little bit on my end. Like you sound like a YouTube poop.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, it's a little bit. It cuts off a little bit. But,
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I'm downloading and uploading at the same time. I don't know. No one seems to have any problems, but everything's working out really well this way. So thanks for joining, man. It's been awesome.
Yeah, it's been awesome. It has been fun. Thanks for including me on your live stream, and best of luck. And maybe I can come back on the show again sometime.
Yeah, I'd love to have that, man. I just need to figure out something better with this system. I know there's a solution. I'm definitely going to work on it.
Okay. I will talk to you later.
Awesome. Thanks, Dusty. See you next time, man.
Later.
Bye. There you go, folks. That was Dustin Goodwin, a.k.a. Dainumo. He's currently in St. Louis, but he is moving out to Pittsburgh at some time with his friend Pat, a.k.a. P. Sus. I'm going to finish off this stream, folks. Thanks very much for coming down. It's been a lot of fun. I'm going to play one more track for you here. This is a track I've been loving a lot lately. This is called Close Your Eyes, and it's by Ditto. Ditto is, he's the, what's his name in Perth? Joshua McGinty. This is his work. Thanks again for coming down, folks. I'm going to head off. I'm going to close up with Close Your Eyes by Ditto. This is Close Your Eyes by Ditto, aka Joshua McGinty in Perth, West Australia. Not sure what that's a remix of exactly. I would love to know myself. Thanks again, folks. Thanks for coming down. It's been a lot of fun. The whole interview thing's proven to be quite successful. And I hope to do it again in future. I think Jeesh has just jumped on Skype, but unfortunately I need to head off. It is very, very late and I need to get up early tomorrow. Thanks again, folks. I really appreciate the support, and I hope to see you back on again in future. Ciao.